On June 16th, 2025, my dad and I set up in eastern Nebraska to chase a slight risk. We were positioned just north of Pilger, Nebraska, and were prepared to intercept our first storm of the day. Okay, this is day one. We are in Nebraska, just north of Pilger. It is the 11th year anniversary of the tornado, and there is a giant storm with a forming shelf cloud. Once we get around this bend, hopefully we'll be able to see it. I don't know. I've never chased in Nebraska terrain, so road networks are horrible. Okay, here's a good visual of it. There's the downdraft, and a huge turquoise-hued shelf cloud just over there. This is actually crazy. First day. This is our first storm, by the way, that we're targeting. Here's a better visual. That is crazy. Here we go.
Remember your first rule of storm chasing this week was we're not going on a dirt road.
Well,
It only took about 4 seconds for you to break that rule.
Hey, it's not rained yet.
There's trails back there. So tornadoes.
Totally. Yeah.
Back there. But wait.
As we kept driving south and east, the storm was only getting prettier and prettier. There we go. Now it's focused. Crazy shelf forming. Kind of still. We're debating on whether or not to stick with these or to target the supercells that are forming out west. Huge shelf cloud, guys. This is insane. Is that a gusnado? There might be a gusnado up there. This is crazy. What in the heck? What is that? Dude, Dad, come out here. Oh my gosh. View of some of these layers here. You can really see how they're stacked like that. Just kind of waiting to get out ahead of this a little bit more. This is insane though. By far the best shelf cloud I've ever seen, I would say. And then once we're out ahead of this a little bit more, we're gonna go back where we kind of came from generally towards some supercells that are starting to rotate. So just giving this a little bit more time. Gonna get a few photos and then we'll be out of here. Right now, we just kind of turned around because we accidentally got caught. This is insane. We are blasting! I don't know what that noise was that just came out of my mouth. Anyway, no, let's not go on that one. Let's go to the next one.
I feel like we're circling around behind it.
This thing's dusty. Okay, here we go. Here's a shot. Storm rolling in. We're probably gonna bail to get back to west. By this point, the storm had gusted out, so we decided to head further west to target a new storm. Definitely see those layers still. Not as pronounced though, but this is definitely crazy. We shot west and started targeting a new storm that was heading towards Monroe, Nebraska. Of Monroe, Nebraska, and currently the storm's trying to take on some more inflow. You can kind of see the structure maybe coming together here. I don't really know. It looks supercellular in a way, but not really at the same time. Just kind of waiting for it to get a little bit closer to really figure it out. The inflow just rapidly increased. There we go. You can kind of see how all the corn is now blowing really rapidly. It picked up, there was like a huge gust that came in. Then if you just want to go up, then we'll skedaddle south. Yeah. We're now heading west through the town.
I think Monroe.
Monroe? Yeah, Monroe. And the supercell is to our northwest right now. And you're gonna get my live reaction here to this shelf cloud slash wall cloud. I don't really know. I wasn't really able to tell on our standpoint. But holy crap. any motion on it? It looked, yeah. Yeah. I think I would agree. By this point, we knew the storm was not tornadic. However, we kept up with it because of its gorgeous structure and because it still had a potential to wrap up. However, it was going to have to put in the effort. This is my storm of the year. I don't know how it can even get better than this. Definitely some cool. Yeah. I just think that's a crazy piece of scud.
Yeah. I mean, you got the wall lift coming all the way around here. Right.
I mean, that's a shelf.
Shelf, that's what I meant.
Yeah, it's the RFD swinging around, so I don't know. This could try and wrap up here. It is green and nasty and eerie as hell. Alright, currently we're blasting west, and we're gonna be heading south from there. You can definitely see the storm. I hate how, sorry that this is grainy. This camera does not do the greatest in low light sometimes, but hard to tell a little bit on camera, but this is insanely hued. Like turquoise up there, green right there. As the sun sets and reflects? I don't know what I just said. Refracts from the rain and stuff. Or is it reflects? Reflect, I don't know. One of the words. But yeah, anyway. Getting back down south. I think for the moment, tornado potential is lost unless it's all the way back in there. Just because the RFD kind of blasted this part. But yeah, anyway. I don't actually know where we are. We dropped south from the town of... where are we? Genoa, I think. And we still have a shelf cloud, but it's definitely lost all of its tornado potential for the time being, at least. So we're just gonna head west, I think. Start getting more in position for tomorrow, and if storms look promising on the way, we'll target it. Otherwise, might just start hitting the road. While we documented beautiful storms, we missed out on the huge Wellfleet tornado just to our west. Regardless, though, we still had a great time chasing.